Hey guys, it's me. Another review on Spider-Man the Anime Series, this time on its third season. Which, just a little recap, uh, Season 3 of Spider-Man the Anime Series as basically is somewhat like a comic book if you think about it, because the name of the title is Sins of the Father. So basically this is based on characters who are father figure like, so for example, like Norman Osborn becomes Green Goblin, Wilson Fisk, we see his son Witcher in this series, all that stuff. Anyway, Um, episode 1 titled Doctor Strange. This is Doctor Strange's first ever appearance. Now, let me know in the comments, has he made any other Marvel appearances? Before you say he does make an appearance in X-Men 97, I know that. But was Spider-Man the Animated Series his first official appearance? If not, I know he made somewhat of a cameo in the X-Men the Animated Series, the one that lasted from 1992 to 1997 before they canceled it, before it got revived to X-Men 97. But I think this is like his first like action role in the series, because if he makes an appearance in 97, he doesn't really do much besides it's a cameo, so do that what you want. Let's see. Make a Witch. This is basically a two-parter episode here. This is basically on the storyline on the kid who collected Spider-Man, but instead of it being a boy, they changed it to a girl. But the weirdest thing is though, that girl didn't look like she was sick or anything, so I'm surprised they showed Taina look like she's healthy. So I don't know at the time thing. And my first exposure to this season was on the DVD thing I showed before, which I will make a video after I'm done doing the review of all 5 seasons. I want to show, like, this will be in the video as well, but I'm going to show off the episodes I've seen on the DVDs for the longest time before I actually got the series on YouTube. But basically, this is a two-parter, and also Doc Ock is the main villain of two-parter. Uh, Here we have the first appearance of Green Goblin. Rocket Racer. Actually, let me know in the comments. Does Rocket Racer make any more appearances in Marvel, or has he not made an appearance since 90s to maybe early 2000s? Let me know in the comments, please, and thank you. Also, in the comics, is he a hero or is he a crook? Like, let me know how different he is from the show, please and thank you. Also, we have Daredevil making an appearance in this show. This is another two-parter. Ultimate Spider Slayer, the Alistair might get turned some sort of cyborg-ish creature. Tombstone-based episode, and then the first appearance of the Spot. Actually, before I talk about this, I gotta talk about the return of Venom and then showing Carnage. They're showing the Dimension Portal thing. I think these episodes should have been, like, before the Spot. So what I'm saying is episodes 11 and 12, I think they should have made that technically, like, Venom's return was 10, Venom was 11, and then that was 12, because Goblin Wars is not only that we see the return of Hobgoblin, but we find out who the hell he is. And of course we have a fight between him and Green Goblin. And then the season 3 finale, the turning point, where Green Goblin, while using the Spot's technology, he uses it to find out who Spider-Man is, kidnap Mary Jane, and she falls off the bridge. She does not die, though. She falls inside one of the portals made by the Machine and is technically missing. So basically, they did somewhat a PG version of the night that Gwen Stacy died, but while actually killing off MJ. Let's see. I will say, though, I gotta give this show credit to showing Carnage, who is the most violent character besides Venom, because they're both symbiotes, but this motherfucker will kill you without hesitation. Venom has somewhat of a moral compass, so he won't kill you for fun. Unless you piss him off the wrong way, then you're dead. Depending on who his host is. Eddie had more compass. Scorpion, not much. He just fucking devoured anybody when he wore the Venom symbiote. Flash, he had the symbiote on drugs, which actually, now that I think about it, I didn't even think a symbiote can be affected by anesthesia drugs, like stuff that makes you mellow or sleepy or whatever. I didn't know that was that works on a slimy alien. But yeah. And actually, here's the funny thing about this episode right here. While Peter wasn't sure why his spines kept going off because Green Goblin kept using a portal to reappear and disappear, Peter for some reason thought his mutation disease was coming back. And to be fair, I would be afraid too if that ever came back, because keep in mind, when Peter was in man spider form, he does not think. He is more savage, animal like. While he has some intelligence, but not a whole lot, as he is normally. But I feel sad for Peter. Like, he basically believes that the woman he loves is gone, and what's even worse, he can't even save his best friend's father. I mean, hell, Peter was willing to let Green Goblin just get sucked into the vortex, but he knows revenge will not bring Mary Jane back. Same thing when he caught the guy that murdered his Uncle Ben. So, what do I rate this season? Besides, I think maybe the episodes were in the order I believe, but I say the storytelling is still good, and plus, you got crazy team up cameos. I mean, season. Oh, shit. That was close. But yeah, season 3 had more heel team up cameos because in the start you have Doctor Strange, and in a two-parter you get to see Daredevil. And actually, believe it or not, this because I have the DVD labeled Daredevil versus Spider-Man. That was my first exposure to the character before I saw the Ben Affleck Daredevil series and then the Charlie Cox Daredevil series. Looking forward to Daredevil Born Again Season 2. And can we fucking please see Daredevil with the double D's on his chest? I mean, come on. That's part of his costume, Marvel. Stop fucking with us. But, yeah. If I rate Season 3, let me think. I'll give it a 9.5. Let me know what you guys rate it at. So, 3 seasons down, 2 more to go. I got season 4, which has 11 episodes, so this is the shortest out of the season or series. And then we have season 5, which has 13 episodes, just like season 1. So, yep. And actually, a funny thing though, I'm gonna mention this before I end the video. Season 4, episode 1, Partners in Danger, chapter 1, Guilty. Okay, so if you guys watch the Spider-Man DVD, Spider-Man Return of the Green Goblin, this episode was in there. It really appears after the season 3 finale. And I'm like, wait. So basically, actually, hang on a sec. I'm going to pause here. You remember I showed these in season 1 review? Alright. So, Spider-Man The Venom Saga has the alien costume storyline from season 1, which... Give me a moment. So basically, this DVD has seasons 1, episodes 8, 9, and 10. And then it goes to season 3 of Venom's Return. So season 3, episode 11. Season 3, episode 12. Drop the remote. Spider-Man, the Ultimate Villain Showdown. It only has... Season 3, episode 2, 3, 4, and 5. Daredevil vs. Spider-Man has episodes season 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Spider-Man Return of the Green Goblin has 10, 13, 14, and like I mentioned earlier, the first episode of season 4. And last but not least, Spider-Man vs. Doc Ock. This one has season 1, episode 4, season 4, episode 2, 3, and 5. So technically, I got some exposure to seasons 1, most of the majority of season 3 besides the first episode, and most of season 4 a little bit. But actually, hang on a sec. This is where I have to go back to this one because apparently they included the episode where Harry Osborn becomes the Green Goblin and is in the special feature thing. For the longest time, I had no idea that existed. I knew this had a random episode thing from Spider-Man the 67 cartoon series, but not another episode to the series itself. How insane is that? Now, people are going to ask me, how long have you had these? Well, here's the thing. I have had this since I got it as a little kid. I lost these two a long time ago. They got damaged. So did same thing with this one. I got these at a used video game store, Harry and Lloyd's. I think this one was given to me by my dad and stepmom on online shopping. This I got at a local movie DVD store that was at the Blow-In Mall at the time in the early 2000s. And I thought, you know what? I have no idea who Venom was, plus I never seen Spider-Man in the black suit before, so I figured when I see how the cartoon did it. Because keep in mind, my actual first exposure to symbiote Spider-Man was Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. I just want to put that in there so when I upload this, you guys think, wow, so he had no idea how this series went on for the longest time. Yeah, until I watched it on Disney Plus and then now owning this. Anyway, so, yep. Now I'm on season 4 of Spider-Man the Animated Series. Looking forward to it. Plus, it won't take me that long because it's a short season. And then, like I've been doing with seasons 1 for free, I'll be doing a review on them, ranking it. And then, let's see, what else? Same thing with season 5, and then I will do... I know I technically did something like that with Spider-Man Unlimited, but I want to maybe make a better version of it. If not, let me guys know if you don't want that. And that goes the same thing with Spider-Man, the new animated series, because I also bought that digitally too, just in case my physical copy got damaged again. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised because I've replaced that DVD version at least 3 times in the past years. But, yeah, so... Actually, I should have mentioned this before I end the video. Like, I should probably mention this in season 4, but I'll probably just do it when I do the review. But this show, actually, was my first exposure to Black Cat, actually, because I had the DVD of Spider-Man vs. Doc Ock. So, yeah, my first exposure to Black Cat was in this series, and then any other series I've seen forward. I've seen her in Spider-Man 2, the video game, which I have played. If you guys were wondering where I'd be doing a playthrough on that, sadly I don't because I decided to get rid of the game because after I finally completed it, I thought I'm done with the Raimi games and stuff like that. Because to be honest, they don't have really much, like, they do have replayable ability, but the thing is you have to restart from scratch, and there were 2 missions I hated in Spider-Man 2. That was the, shutting off Doc Ock's machine for the first time, and then have to do it again at the final level, especially when I had to face Doc Ock. I thought that was annoying. But the game was still fun, though, don't get me wrong. And then, of course, we see Black Cat in Spectacular. Surprisingly, she makes an appearance in the 2017 cartoon show, but it doesn't show she's being flirtatious with Spider-Man. Then again, they decided to hold off the show Mary Jane until season 3, which I think it was stupid. Should have just done it at the start, dumbasses. Fuck you, Marvel. But, yeah. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone's having a spectacular day. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if you like the extra stuff I added in here, let me know in the comments. If not, just don't be hurtful about it, alright? Peace.